I guess the atomic mini tank can probably take care of the skeletal juggernaut. I've got such low gasoline. Cannot believe all this travel and we didn't see a single thing I could get diesel out of. Well, it's probably a bad idea. I should turn around right now, but I'm going to go ahead and circle the school because I can see the road continues off this way. I'm just going to do a quick circle, and then we're going to try to get as far back to my home base as I can, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of gas before I get home. Come on, don't keep showing me vehicles and stuff. It's another town. It's an electronics store. It's one reason why I wanted to circle. I don't usually see schools out in the middle of nowhere. Bunch of vehicles. That's what, an RV and an ambulance and a couple of cars. So far, nothing super dangerous. No house yet. I'm kind of flipping a coin right here. Do I stay in the area, try to find a house I can hole up in for the night, or do I immediately flip around and go back home? I really don't want to go back home. Bingo fuel. I'd have just enough gas probably to circle this city, town, podunk, hamlet, whatever it might be. If it's of a certain size, I just need to get somewhere where I can... Well, actually, I don't even need to sleep. I can drive out in the middle of the field, park, and then... I just don't like leaving my vehicle. And we got an ambulance right here, with nothing too dangerous coming at me yet. Ah, it's a pack! Alright, I wasn't expecting a pack. We're going to keep going for now. Another truck, which isn't going to do what I need it to do. I'm driving right into a minefield. Tower is not good news. That is not useful for me. Hey there, Shocker Brute. Chasing a dog. Jewelry store! Uh-oh. We now have a sight on a jewelry store. Chance for some diamonds. One of the must-have things for this playthrough. Corrosive zombie, of course. I'm liking the looks of this for the size a little better. I still haven't even seen the nameplate yet. Doctor's office, bar, sporting goods, dollar store. There's a house right there, right at the end of that row. Let's try to... Northeast, that's... No, northeast is where the explosion came from. Oh, there's a minefield right next to this house. That is not ideal. Oh. Poison zombie just exploded on a landmine. So unless this house has a basement, I wouldn't be able to sleep here reliably. Oh, and then the road just quits. This is not good. Can I even get around that? I can't even get around that minefield to investigate the other direction. Hey there, it's Dysnomia. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I can't even get around that thing. Well, actually, maybe there's enough space on the far side I can go around it and come out this way. This gas situation is freaking me out, though. I'm gonna come to a rolling halt here pretty soon in a place that'll guaranteed get me killed. Still have... Oh, there's Born, so now we've seen the nameplate. Still haven't seen a residential section. Laundromat, bank, bar... Come on, game! Show me something that's going to have diesel fuel! I saw a roadblock to my northeast. Center of town is chock full of zombies, of course. Still no residential section. What's up at the roadblock? Just the turrets and some cop cars. That's not useful. I don't have a stethoscope yet to crack open safes either, so even if I get into the jewelry store, I don't have the ability to crack the safe. Try to get the diamonds. Oh, gas pumps! Is there going to be a diesel pump? Knowing my luck, the answer is going to be no. All standard gas so far. Nope, not a single diesel pump. I can't get gas nowhere. Yeah. Hey there, Shocker Brute. Freaking Grim Howlers are chasing me all over the damn place. So does this town not have a residential section? Apparently it doesn't. It has one house. It's 99.9% commercial development. Ugh. Yeah. This entire town... Oh, and there's a hospital down there to add insult to injury. Oh, man. Alright, am I about to run out of gas? 4 liters. I'm trying to stay close enough to the road that I can see vehicles that I might be able to sneak some gas out of, but... that's not helping or working either. Is that another security van up there? Yep, that's another security van right there. Alright, we'll mark it. I gotta get all the way back down into this area, and this road is not likely to take me where I need to be. A mine. Come on, mine vehicles! No diesel vehicle out in front of the mine. No diesel vehicle out in front of the mine. Drug site. Caltrops, a crack pipe. Nah, I don't care about any of this stuff. Whoa, that was a much slower turn than I expected. Yeah, this is not helpful. Could get some CBMs out of the mine possibly, but I got other problems right now. Ooh, a regular bear. Oh, do I stop for the bear? I do stop for the bear. Come here, Mr. Bear. Come here, Mr. Bear. Give me a hug. Sure, I guess. I'm not going to preserve it, but I always pick them up and I never use them. God, if I don't get this vehicle back to that place, all this meat's going to go bad because I'm not going to be able to haul it. Wow, is that going to suck. Oh, another airdrop site. Damn it. I can't afford this. Not worth it. Well, time to see how close to home we can get. I can't dink around out here anymore. I don't think I'm going to get close enough to home to even be able to use all this meat that I accumulated. I should have turned back. Getting the food preserved in home was probably a more important thing. Whoops. Hey there, Westman Land. Which is that two-housing thing next to the necropolis. Alright, get me back on the road, please. Yeah, at this point, I'm just praying that I make it home. I think I'm not likely to do. If we do, we're going to have to spend a couple of days preserving meat. And then take the bubble car out yet again. Trying to find some more diesel. That's the apartment tower I don't care about. There's the necromancer that got back up. Alright, well, we made it to the factory. How are we doing? 1.2. Gonna be close. I think we might make it. I think we'll get at least close enough that I'll be able to recover the food and get it all preserved. But we are going to be bingo on fuel. God, I hate driving the bubble car. Site of a previous puppy apocalypse massacre. Yes, I did see the minefield. And we are just about home. Oh man, we made it. I think that lines up okay. Yeah, we'll be right next to the... I'll go down a space. Oh, I'm backing up. I was about to I was trying to get my speed to zero out, and it wouldn't zero out. I realized the engine died, and we just coasted to a halt right as we backed into the exact space I wanted to be in. The Humvee is too heavy for its engines. Yeah, that's because we are absolutely bingo on fuel. That's the closest I have ever cut that. Stop driving. That was pretty hilarious. It's the simple things that amuse Vorm. Alright. Yeah, Omnimech, I need security vans or the safes in jewelry stores to find diamonds, because the entire challenge point is for me to bling up my beloved katana Betsy, and to do that I have to have diamonds, find a CVD machine in a lab, run the process, and she will be diamond coated. So, only source for diamonds are security vans or the jewelry stores. And so far I found 2 security vans and 1 jewelry store, both on that one trip. Alright, let's... What can stay? You can stay. This is all the general stuff. I'm going to end up being here for a while, so I'm going to have to pick up the food and take it in with me. So we'll wear the rucksack. Alright, we'll grab all that stuff. Food items there. Tools I want to remember to take with me up here. Except for you, Bone Flute. Alright, so we got back right before 5 p.m., so that was quite a bit of scouting. Still just cannot believe we ran into a second necropolis. This map, I swear. Another mall. Small town after small town after small town. Schools, more hospitals. Ugh. A town that's 99.9% commercial, with one house supporting all the residents. They must have them packed in pretty tight, or those guys are commuting an awful long way to their homes. There's the jewelry store right there that I'll have to try to get into. At least all the things we found up here in this similar area. We've got security van, the atomic mini tank, the jewelry store, all within a short radius of each other. So we'll probably end up going that way at some point, but no jewelry store up here, just a bank. No gas stations. Not going into the necropolis. Yeah. Oh man. No matter what I do, I've got a long way to go in pretty much any direction to get to something I can actually use. I may have to go south again next time, but I got to figure out where I'm going to go in the bubble car to get some diesel. I've rarely had problems finding diesel, but for some reason this map is messing with me. I really don't want to swap the engine out or install a second engine. Where's my mechanics? I'm at 6 now. Do I have the book to get to 8 mechanics? I can't remember. I thought I had even more mechanics available. Nope. I'd have to get to 8 mechanics to just install a second engine. Plus I don't have the lift. I'd need to go through the whole process to get a lift. Or an engine crane type of setup. Which I'd rather not do if I can avoid it. So, well, let's do what I said. We got to do this first. I got to preserve all this meat. I can't let a moose and a bear's worth of meat go to waste, so we're going to have to do a lot of food preservation here before it spoils. Am I still carrying it? No, I'm not carrying any of it. I forgot to bring it in. I was carrying my tools first. Grab it all? Nope. Leave behind. Alright, the rest of that can stay out here for now. Okay, now we're back to the equipment I want to have with me. Let's wield our bone flute, jam to some tunes while we do some food preservation. Alright, get the fire going. Where are we on cooking, by the way? We're at 5, almost to 6. Means we can do pemmican now. I want to do a little bit of sausage, a lot of smoked meat, and a lot of lard. Let's do the sausage first. We'll do, what do I run out of? Oh, really? Oh, I got more sources of salt and pepper, though, so I can do another one after that if I wanted. Let's just do 5. Use the fat, use the seasoned salt. Cooking is now 6. Next up, do smoked meat. Whole crap load, please. Oh, love pemmican. 9 hours and 45 minutes. 104 portions of pemmican. I'm only 1 level above, though. I'm scared to death if I do a batch of that size and I fail and lose the raw materials. I would have a fit. Oh, do I get a time savings? I don't think I do. Nope, 45, hour and a half. So there's no time savings anyway, so we'll do 5 at a time. How am I for? I am tired. Let's finish getting everything turned into... I can't afford to do the pemmican yet. That's the last step. I gotta do the, finish smoking everything or making sausage out of it. How many more can we do? Then we run out of meat right there. Sounds good. Finish that up. Alright, so if I look for meat, I just have a single chunk of meat left. We've got lots of fat that I need to turn into lard. And then cook up the offal, and that's it. So awesome. Then we'll do pemmican tomorrow after I wake up. So let's do the lard. Okay, I think that is everything. So there's our pile. 72 smoked meat, 30 sausage. We're going to turn most of the smoked meat into pemmican. I wish I had more fruit leather. That's fine though. Alright, so let's top off our water and food. Let's have some offal. We hate offal. But it goes bad the fastest. Alright, now we're going to grab a book. Step away from the fire so we don't continuously burn wood. Read until we're dead tired. Fine, do it that way. Alright, first aid level 4. Still not dead tired. Alright, we better go to sleep anyway. Alright. The answer is no. The necropolis is not good for looting. The way you have to answer that question, though, is it good for looting for the danger you put yourself in? The answer is no, it is not. There is nothing in there that you're going to get that is worth the danger you're going to put yourself in by going there. Alright, get some more food. Finish off this nasty awful. Hey there, Cursed, welcome back. And let's go take a nap. We'll have one more day of food prep. It's going to take us all day to get the pemmican done. And then we will try to figure out what we're going to do about this vehicle problem. 4:30 in the morning. It actually doesn't matter because I'm going to spend a whole bunch of time making pemmican anyway. Stand here. Throw a 2x4 on the fire. Okay, here we go, pemmican. Where am I at on cooking? Level 6, 0%. Anything I can make. Ooh, make salt out of the salt water. Salt is the only option I have, and that takes bleach with this setup, this recipe. I don't have salt water. Hickory roots, rock salt, salt water. Yeah, that's the mess one right there. Difficulty 0. Alright, never mind. I can't skill up off of that anyway. I definitely don't want to do it that way. Alright, we're stuck. So, here we go, pemmican. Please don't fail me. That would really, really suck. 15. We'll do a batch of 7, then a batch of 8. Use the lard that I just made, and the dehydrated vegetables. Alright, so we got the first batch of pemmican done, 56. And... oh, we can do 13 more? Ah, I'm running out of tallow and lard. Alright. I think I can even do even more after that. 10 hours. Sounds fun! Better not fail! If you fail and waste materials, Vorm's gonna be unhappy. We went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 2x4s doing that batch of pemmican. That is a lot of pemmican. I am not going to starve this winter. Hey, look, we're famished and thirsty. Alright, so we've got 104, 160, 191, almost 200 pemmican, 40 sausage, 32 smoked meat. It's going to be fruit and veggies that I'm going to be pretty short on. We better keep eating our gummy vitamins and our multivitamins and our calcium. I do have the full nutrition system running, so I do have to be cautious about that kind of stuff. Have a little of a lot of different things. Come on! That's too many pemmicans to get back to full. Good lord. That's like 6 things of pemmican. Alright, finally. Was there anything else? I could still do more pemmican. Oh man. 64 more portions of pemmican. Yeah. Anybody wondering why I'm making so much pemmican? It's this thing right here is the reason why I'm making pemmican. It also levels you up really well when you're in that set of levels where you need the skills, but 37 nutrition, good, decent enjoyability, a little bit of minus quench, which is no big deal, but the 6 years to rot from full freshness is the big deal. So when I've got 300 pemmican laying around, I don't have to worry about food for quite a long time, and it has a good vitamin count. So it's just an overall really good food, but it does take a bunch of stuff. I mean, it takes the meat you've got to preserve first, then it takes fruit or vegetables, plus tallow or lard. So I mean, there's a lot of components that go into it, but it just makes it so you've got a single source of pretty nutritious food for a very long period of time. So it's my go-to food. It's a lot of people's go-to food. It's really good, especially if you're out killing moose and bear. Alright, so we're full and slaked, we're tired again. Do I do one more batch? I'm kind of actually worried about running out of vegetables and fruit, so I don't think I'm going to do any more. We're going to keep the rest of my smoked meat as smoked meat. I'm going to preserve my dehydrated vegetables and fruit, the limited amount I've got left. Oh, I can do a bologna, can I? I can do an aspic? Sure, let's do an aspic. Cooked buckwheat. It's good stuff. 50 nutrition. I don't think it's going to rot, so I'm going to leave it alone for now, though. Go ahead and cook up the mushroom. That's right. I also need my smoked meat for the... I guess I can use sausage as well for my deluxe eggs. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, the mushroom's old and the aspic is rotten. Alright, fine, be that way. Search. All rotten. Goodbye, mugwort. Goodbye, raw pelts. Alright, let's go sleep one more time. It's a little after midnight. Then we will see what we can do. I'm still pretty tempted to go build a sledgehammer and take it to every piece of furniture in this first floor of this lab, just to locate the stupid stairs. Alright. 9:30. Not too bad a start time if we wanted to go out and about. Well, we got the fire. Let's cook up some water. That one. Alright, so the two zombies I'm still worried about are corrosives and skeletal juggernauts. Just about everything else I've got a pretty good handle on and can take care of, as long as I'm careful about not getting overwhelmed by a horde. The only answer I can think of that I've got access to fairly quickly for the juggernauts in a melee fashion is the S-Stock. It's got a really high pierce value with a decent speed. I don't have much in the way of pierce skill though to go with it. I'm at 0 piercing weapons, so my melee of 7 will be very valuable for it, but I'm just not 100% sure how to take skeletal juggernauts. I need to get one on its own with an S-Stock in my hand and try to fight it, where I can run away if it looks like I'm going to lose and not get ganged up on by a bunch of zombies. I need to test that to see if I can actually take one. Unfortunately, my dodge is going to suck. I've only got 4 base dodge skill, and I've got so much encumbrance because of my gear that it's going to be hard to dodge, which is really what you need for the skeletal juggernaut. You need to be able to dodge his piercing strikes. So I got that problem, and I've got the fuel problem for the Humvee. I'm going to have to go out in the bubble car to try to locate some fuel. Or take a long, long hike, which I really don't want to do. South of Farmington is one direction I'm thinking of going. I don't want to go back over this way. There's too many damn fungals because of this fungal bloom in connection to this fungal tower. So this whole area is just chock full of fungus, even with the 2 labs that I found. So I'm thinking of just rolling south, kind of skirting around, skirt through here, go around Farmington, and then keep going south from there. Bubble car does have limited distance. I mean, it can regenerate its power, but it takes time. But that might be the best option. Because I still I can't really get much out of the hospitals, and there's nothing really in this city I want to go after. I can't get into the bank yet. There's no doctor's offices for me to get a stethoscope. I'd be relying on just finding an ambulance to try to get a stethoscope. Get into the banks. Dollar stores are actually pretty good. And the houses might have a basement that is useful, but... Hey there, Kibble One! Yeah, blunt is pretty good. Actually, what do I want to use on that? Piercing is not what you want to use on... Wait. Bullets don't work on skeletal juggernauts because of the... Is it the pierce or the cut? They're really, really high immunity to... I think it is the pierce and the cut, so I actually do need blunt. What do I have in the blunt weapons that I can build that might be useful? Iron Shod Quarterstaff would probably be the go-to one. Powered Quarterstaff? Huh. Iron Shod Quarterstaff has a high voltage stun gun built into the handle. Nothing else really has... Nah, Homewrecker's way too slow. Well, I guess it's not too slow, but the -3 to hit is a no-go. Yeah, that would pretty much be it. Either the Iron Shot or the Powered Iron Shot. I don't remember picking up a taser. I very rarely bother to pick up tasers. That seems pretty fun, though. I've never actually noticed a Powered Quarterstaff option. Oh, it can be recharged in a UPS-compatible recharging station, even. Cool. I might have to build one of these. I'll have to remember the pick up a taser if I see one. That's got the +3 bonus to hit, which is awesome. Moves per attack's a little slow, but understandable given the type of weapon. And then having the shock ability, along with the rapid strike, sweep attack, and high blocking would be pretty cool. Yeah, you're correct, Krill Dwarf. They do commonly drop tasers, so I could hop into one of the labs I've already cleared and try to hunt down one of the skitterbots that I've killed, grab the taser off of it. I don't think this lab had one. Let's drop the bone flute. I shouldn't need my katana here in this lab, but let's go run down real quick. It's been so long since I cleared this lab, I don't remember what was where. It'd be interesting to get one built to test it out. Lots of blobs in there. That's my sleeping room. Man hacks. Nope, I never found a stair down. It's either broken and doesn't have one, or it's hiding several under furniture. Because I've never seen a lab with this many rooms not show a single stair down. So it'd be odd for this much space to not have more than one stair down. And secondly, if it has more than one, they're all hiding under furniture. So I've been in every single vault, I've been in all of the barracks and so on. Not a single ladder down anywhere. That's the teleporter. Or the shimmering portal, I mean. I never actually tried to go past that. I don't think there is anything past it. Hello. That's why I didn't go that way. So maybe it's hiding in there, but I suspect it's underneath one of these shelves or lockers or so on. Never found one. And there's no treasure room, so it's not manhack. So it's definitely not the bottom of the lab. And they recently made fixes to the stair placement in labs. I just haven't got that experimental version. Skitterbot! Hey there, broken Skitterbot. Can I disassemble to get the taser off of you? Might yield 2 tasers. Disassemble, broken Skitterbot, need a screwdriving tool. I didn't bring my toolbox with me. So, let's lug this 200-pound thing back to my stairs. It's going to make me really, really tired. Nope, not that way. Nope, I've been in every single room on this floor. Alright, so now I'm inside of my toolbox. Disassemble broken skitterbots. Come on, give me these tasers. I want me a powered quarterstaff. Alright, there we got the tasers. Now, I was missing something else for the quarterstaff. What is it? I need the quarterstaff itself. Alright, so I got to start with the quarterstaff. So get that built. Oops. Next up, iron shod, and then powered. Yep. Alright, so iron shod's next. 24 minutes, no problem. Powered quarterstaff. You memorized the recipe for powered quarterstaff. Okay. Do I drop it on there, or do I just throw batteries into it? How's the energy doing? Oh, UPS will drain that to 0 in an instant, so that's not a good plan. I need to get storage batteries with full charges in there before I try to charge anything on that UPS. So we're going to be stuck with using my really low supply of batteries. So, oops, inventory, reload. Alright, there it is. Do I have to activate it in order to get the benefit, or is it automatic? It's wired to the caps, zaps opponents. I assume it's automatic when you hit somebody. Doesn't conduct electricity, which is also really cool. Yeah, I was thinking of crafting up some batteries. Cool. I just haven't gotten around to it. I got swamp nearby for salt water, which is key to doing a lot of the electronics processing equipment. So, yeah, I don't have any of the fruits, so it would be the concentrated acid or the vinegar. I'm trying to remember the whole chain. It's kind of a complicated chain. Acid water and weak acid water. Must be vinegar, I usually do. No, maybe not. I can't remember what I did to get batteries running. It's been a while since I mass-produced batteries. Oh, I know lots of places to get vinegar. You can usually find them in a number of places. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm diving labs. Usually I pull tons and tons of batteries out of labs. I've just used a bunch in the recent metalworking stuff that I did, so my supply is kind of low. So I'm not overly concerned about it. Alright, so we got the powered quarterstaff ready to go. That'll be interesting. I'll have to find an opportunity to give that a test. Let's throw that up here in this pile for now. Okay, so we're done with food prep. We've got a ton of meat ready. Unfortunately, it's autumn, so I don't have a lot of fruit and veggies. Spring and summer is when I needed to be collecting most of those, so we'll just have to make it through with what we got, I think. I really don't want to spend a bunch more time on food. I could spend some time here getting my first aid and electronics skill bumped up some more. That's really the last of the books I've got that are going to be useful. Electronics and first aid. We're already Fab 9. I don't really have a big ish or hurry to get to Fab 10. That's really all the books I've got. First aid, cooking, and electronics. So, what are we going to do? God, I do not want to take a long trip in the bubble car. It is so fragile. Trying to think through, what if I rollerbladed down the road and tried to pull some zombies out of the hospital to kill? It's really only a few things I'm scared of. And as long as I was only pulling a few at a time, and I was on the rollerblades on the road, I wouldn't have much of a problem. And I could easily retreat back to the lab. I would love to get some more anesthetic kits. We've actually got more CBMs that would be useful to install. Yeah, not too many, I guess. Maybe. Engine, batteries, and solar panels. The preference, what is my... I'm at electronics 4 now. I can bump my electronics up to 8 or 9. What does the computer printout take me to? Computer printout takes me... oh, never mind. Okay, that can only go 6 to 6. So I can get my electronics up to 8. I'm trying to remember where solar arrays and things like that come in. Because I've got the bubble car here, and then we also have a solar vehicle just below me on the road, and we've also got that not too far off solar vehicle and secondary bubble car up north just past the factory. So if I were to remove all of those panels and the solar cells from even the damaged ones so I could recycle them into other panels, how many would I end up with? I'd have enough to put arrays up. I think the problem might be my mechanics skill. I'm at mechanics 6. Well, as soon as I try to have 2 engines, I have to have 8 mechanics. It's 4 per engine. So 4 for the first, 8 for the second, 12 for the third. So I can't just slap the second engine in. I'd have to remove the diesel engine and then install the electric motor. That way it only counts as a single engine or motor in the vehicle, and it would only need mechanics 4 instead of mechanics 8. So I can't run a dual engine setup, but if I can remove the diesel engine and replace it with the electric with a lot of solar panel support on top, then things would be great because it would solve a few problems. And that's usually the way I go in my longer playthroughs when I actually set up a base and have travel vehicles. Check out my tutorial series. You'll see my Humvee of choice, where it's all tricked out with solar and all sorts of other fancy stuff. So the difficulty here is going to be the lift to get the engine out. So I'd have to make the lift, and I'm trying to remember. I did a Cataclysm University series on this recently, and I've already forgotten some of the basics because I don't often have to do this. I'm trying to remember. Oh crap. Let's go out and look at this thing first. Hey you. So if I try to remove the electric motor, yeah, I need lifting a 1, which is no big deal. This one, yeah, 6.5 liter V8 diesel. Still only lifting a 1, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna need frames to be able to make some of this stuff. They can't be searched for directly because you have to actually build them out of separate components. I'm just drawing a blank, even though, like I said, I'm gonna have to watch my own university video again just to remind myself of exactly what I need. Let's do this. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I'll get the info on that real quick because it is a good suggestion and it's an important possible solution for the problem I've got. Because I've got the bubble car here, and then another bubble car north, and there's a solar car just down the road a block or so to the south. So I've got tons of solar panels available to me, including a large number of upgraded solar panels. If I can, actually, here's an almost more important question. Can I repair the motor? Where are you at? So repair. What do I need to repair the motor? Just mechanics 3? All right, so that's not a problem. I thought it was going to take more electronics than that. For these, that takes mech 7. So upgraded solar panel repairs takes mechanics 7. That's going to be a bear. But there are quite a few good condition solar panels available for me already. I think there were 6 on that bubble car we found up north. And there's, what, 3 or 4 here? So I could probably coat the entire top interior section of this with upgraded solar panels, which would give me a really good power generation. I don't usually put arrays on my Humvees, but I also usually run a dual engine system with diesel and with solar panel. But without the Mechanics 8, that's not going to be an option. Where are we at again? We're on Mechanics 6, so I'd need to get 2 levels of Mechanics without a book. Yeah, that's a tough go without having a military vehicle nearby for me to do various things with. Bubble car might be more likely. What's it take to remove? Just mechanics 4, so that's not going to get me anything. Oh, these have 2 electric motors. Alright. Well, like I said, it's been 2 hours. Let me take a quick break. I'll get some answers just to remind myself. It's just been a while since I did the whole lift thing. I'll get that solved, and then I'll see if this is feasible. I like the idea in general. I just really wish I had 2 more points of mechanic skill so that I could run dual engine instead of just the solar power. Where's the battery in this thing? Where are you at, battery? Right there. Single storage battery, 100%. Yeah. Alright, so I'll be back in just a few minutes, folks.